Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough. I am joined today by Stephen Alson, Mo, Dave, and Paul. Thank you all for joining us today, guys. We have got another huge Manchester United debate, and this time it's
huge.
Huge!
Enormous.
It's not big, it's not enormous, it's not massive, it's huge. Huge, with a capital huge. Right then, today we're talking about who is going to be the Manchester United captain for next season. There's been rumours Wayne Rooney is off to China, Everton, or whoever. God knows where, but that doesn't matter. Today, you can pick Rooney, you can pick anybody else. You could even pick a new signing if you wanted to. And we are going to have a debate about who the Manchester United captain should be. Now, I don't know who should go first. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick a card out of this. You're not going to have a look at the card. And you guys are going to guess what card it is. Whoever gets closest is gonna go first. Ready?
Is it like a normal deck of cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a normal deck of cards. It's not got like the Fellaini of Hearts or anything like that in it. Even though we did get him free with our membership.
The Fellaini of all our hearts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
The King of Hearts. I dropped a few cards, but that doesn't matter. Right. What is this card here?
8.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the 5 of diamonds.
Do we have to pick the suit as well? I thought we were just picking the number.
It'll come down to a suit if it's a tie.
All right. I'm going to say clubs. 8 of clubs.
Paul? It's a big advantage, mathematically speaking, going first because you get to nail down 8. So it's closest. I guess I'll go 9 then. 9 of hearts.
Ooh.
4 diamonds.
All right, Paul's going first. He nailed the suit and he was closest to the jack. Can we just say, before this started, Paul wanted to go first because he had a choice that he did not want to get stolen by any means, and he's so happy to be going fourth. Paul, the stage is yours.
Guys, I have a controversial take on who I think should be Man United.
Right, we're done.
I believe it should perhaps be Ander Herrera.
Oh, way.
Really?
Debate over.
Would you like some arguments? Here are the
Yes,
arguments.
please.
One, he fell head over heels in love with Manchester United the second he walked out onto the turf at Old Trafford against Athletic Bilbao. We all knew that was the case anyway, and he came clean on social media and did a little video talking about that experience. And it was, it's really easy to be cynical about Herrera and Mata as well to an extent because they are so good at the kind of getting fans on side PR game. But my honest take on that is the reason they're so good at it is because it comes from a real place. I think Ander Herrera is a player who's given absolutely everything to every manager he's ever played under, from tearing up and down the attacking third of the pitch under Bielsa to learning to be a Van Gaal midfielder, and he was the best midfielder in that Van Gaal mould in a team that really struggled. Generally speaking, all our best performances in the last 3 years have come with him in the side, or especially under Van Gaal. Mourinho initially, bizarrely, seemed to be doing the same thing that Van Gaal had done, not quite trusting Herrera, but he's found a new role for him. And instead of complaining and going, oh no, I was a number 10, that's where I should be playing, Herrera's like, yeah, sure, I will work harder than anyone else. I'll be an all-round midfielder who can be incredibly disciplined in a defensive role, man-mark Eden Hazard out of a game, and score and assist in the same game. He's a phenomenal player. He's an automatic pick for the team. He massively gets United. He's a bit snidey. He never stops talking to the ref anyway, so why not give him the armband to give him permission to do that? The kind of public stuff, the PR stuff off the pitch will be amazing. I find it incredibly hard to imagine he's ever anything other than wildly popular with the rest of the squad, although maybe that's not the case, but you'd certainly imagine that it would be. I can't think of a better choice than Ander Herrera for Man United's next captain. I'd be delighted.
Now, I'll be honest, I love Ander Herrera. I've even touched him and smelt him, and it was one of the best days of my life. Guys, I want you guys to try and throw some arguments out there, because this is the whole point of these huge debates. No matter who... Look, Steve might really, deep down, think Ander Herrera should be United captain. But on this debate, he is not allowed to, because Paul said Herrera is his choice. So that's the whole point of these debates, guys. So don't kill anyone in the comments for saying something stupid or whatever, because they've got to do this. So guys, Mo, Dave, Steve, the floor is yours. Can you put out any arguments against Ander Herrera being captain?
Not English.
Yeah.
Brexit! Read Brexit, you bastards!
He's not going to play next season regularly. He won't start.
Wasn't born in Wimenshaw, was he?
Or Timu Bakayoko. Ander Herrera will not play midfield because 4-2-3-1. You know, you're not going to sign Griezmann, right? You're not going to sign another forward. You're not going to sign Fabinho or Bakayoko or some kind of dominant central midfielder to play instead of Pogba. That's 4-2-3-1. That means Ander Herrera's not going to play. Simple as that. Your captain needs to be playing every single week. So how are you going to... I mean, we love Ander Herrera, right? We all do. He's a lovely, lovely man. Great smile. You know, as Adam says, he smells nice too. So, but... You know, he's not going to play every week, so he can't be captain. Simple as that.
Of course he's going to play every week. Of course he is. Of all the positions in the Man United squad that need kind of urgent attention this summer, you think that Mourinho's really going to be focusing on, how can I marginally upgrade this all-round superb midfielder who never gives the ball away, hardly ever misses a tackle, intercept more in the opposition third than anyone else in the league. Like, the man is a stone cold Mourinho killer in the centre of that pitch. There's
Dave,
no way Mourinho's upgrading him.
Dave, do we think a captain has to be playing every game?
I think so. Yeah, I think you need a captain on the pitch. I'd pick one of the players that's going to play every game, and I think Ander Herrera. The only thing that I wouldn't have him as captain, he may be a better vice captain. He's like one of the guys that probably be good to be around a real leader. You know, you have your leader, you have your crazy leader, the guy that's going to be running through the brick walls. Ander Herrera is the guy behind him that's doing it as well. That influence through the middle. So the only thing that I would say is potentially making him vice captain over captain could be a better option, and then bringing somebody in. I think there isn't that many leaders in this United squad, and I think potentially bringing somebody in could be a very, very good option. In terms of this season, though, he's been absolutely fantastic. I can't really see him. I think, like Paul's saying, I don't think there's any point in replacing Ander Herrera, because I think next to Paul Pogba, that could be a very, very, very good partnership if they have time to develop their, who's going to sit, who's going to go. The relationship together when Ander Herrera does jump out the system and intercepts the ball, like Paul mentioned, Pogba sits. I think that just needs a bit of time, and you've got two players there that look like they could be a real good pairing together. So Fabinho, Bakayoko would be very, very good signings. They'd be more physical, more aggressive, more Mourinho type. But then Ander Herrera's shown this season, in fact, he is a Mourinho type midfielder. So again, it's just maybe he may be better as a vice captain, maybe better to just be pushing the thoughts of someone else that's a little bit more vocal, a little bit more aggressive. You know, someone like a Vidic, someone like, that's going to be there, a Gary Neville that's going to be in your face. He's not quite there, but he could be there.
I see why you're saying vice captain. Is it because you think your man should be captain? Yeah, but we'll come to that in a bit.
Hang on, I've got to finish my argument against Ander Herrera, who's not English for one, right? Wasn't born in Wimenshaw or Mount. When Britain leaves the EU, we're going to have to sell him.
Facts.
So they're the only reasons I can give you that Ander Herrera shouldn't be the captain. Do you know one thing that did impress me? In fact, I do think he's probably up there as one of the best midfielders in the league, though. If everyone's wants to put the dick away about Kante for 5 minutes and just see that Ander Herrera's doing what he does and also doing the other role with the ball at his feet as well. His assists and his through balls, unbelievable. But the one thing that really impressed me, a lot of the Spanish-speaking players went over and spoke to Aguero after the game against City after Aguero got Fellaini sent off, and Herrera goes over, speaks to him, shake his hand, and then gets in his face and just like, listen, what was all that about? And really hammers him for you.
And then David De Gea was just like, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I didn't see that.
And that's what you want your leader. Like, game's over, not bothered. I'm having your ass, mate. You're getting it. And I think that. Yeah, but he's not English, so he's not getting it.
I remember as well. Let me just talk about that day I met him again. Chris, can you put the bit where I hug Ander Herrera over this bit, please? Ole, ole, Ander Herrera. Ole, 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 ola. Not that we're biased towards Herrera or Paul's decision, by the way. But when I met
That's
him,
a
I
good
remember
first,
I said to
innit?
him, because at that time, I think his future was under doubt. Juan Mata's future was in doubt, kind of. And there was a lot of rumours about it. And I said to Ander Herrera, please don't leave Manchester United. Like, don't leave, because you can be a top guy here. And he got offended by the suggestion that I thought he would leave. He was like, no. I want to stay forever and all this. And I was like, I know a lot of players say that. But it's like, when he says it, you kind of... He made eye contact with me and everything. And he was like...
Is that when you leaned in for a kiss?
Yeah.
Players that have come from Bilbao, they already have that extra bit. They have they have something with the club that's a lot more than other players, and I think that connection with Bilbao is replicated at Manchester United, and that's why it does feel so strong, because he didn't leave Bilbao for so long. He had offers from here, offers from there. He wanted to progress with that team that was a very, very good team. Then he came to it's a similar thing, and I think he genuinely has that loyalty, and that's something that we don't see in football anymore, which is quite sad.
Right, I'm shuffling my cards, so you know what that means. We need the next captain nomination from one of you guys. So I'm going to pick a card out of the middle. I have got it. Right. Steve.
8 of clubs.
8.
You got to stop letting him go first. It's bad maths.
I apologise. I thought you're all right. You've got your...
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Choice.
I'm just interested in the sanctity of the game. Like, that's...
Yeah. It's not like FIFA does everything correct, right? Dave?
Ace of Spades.
Mo?
3 of Spades.
What was that?
This is awful game theory.
3 of Spades.
Terrible.
So one of you have gone ace, one of you have gone 3, and one of you have gone 8.
When he takes the 8, you've got to take the 7.
That man Dave had an ace. He said a spades. It was an ace of clubs.
I said clubs. I'm closer.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a meme. He's actually wearing those glasses. Dave, your nomination and your argument in the big, huge Manchester United captain debate. Take it away, please.
Well, I think it's got to be one man, and that is Marouane Fellaini.
You muppet!
He's everything that Jose Mourinho wanted a player. Tactically, will do whatever. He'll run through a brick wall. He'll play number 10. He'll play defensive midfield. He'll do everything. And again, he's good at getting yellow cards, good at committing tactical fouls. The red card against City, absolutely perfect. Who else wanted to headbutt Sergio Aguero in the United team? Ander Herrera. Probably, David De Gea fancied it, but Marouane Fellaini was the man that put him on his back. Anyway, in real terms, let's talk about Antonio Valencia. I think he's shown he's a great United servant and consistency.
Wait, whoa.
You said your pick.
You've
said your pick.
Hang on, I need to go to the...
It didn't say psych, did it?
I need to go to the...
You didn't say Marouane Fellaini psych. You went, no, Marouane Fellaini.
Referee in the corner, Chris.
He says you've got to stay with Fellaini. Unlucky. It's your first answer.
Don't start this. You can't finish that one, Dave.
I apologise. Chris.
You've started, so finish what you've made.
Chris has said, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Put your glasses on now, Muppet.
You shut up.
I have to put back on.
Yeah, put them on and live with your Fellaini selection. And now you've got to try and make it count.
So Antonio Valencia would have been a good option, but he isn't quite Marouane Fellaini. Again, both Belgium and Manchester United. In terms of what he's done this season as well, tactically very interesting. Whenever Daley Blind has had to play centre-back because United's defenders are just not fit, Marouane Fellaini is the guy in front of the back four, defending everything. He's like a hungry warrior, a scary warrior. We saw him bleed for Manchester United this season. How many other players did that? Nobody. That is the thing. He's going to score the winner in the Europa League final and get United Champions League football next season, and that is why he should be captain.
I'm hearing a lot of blah, blah, blah. Not hearing any points, though.
Do I even allow people to argue against this?
Yeah.
I just want to make one point, which is
not English.
At one point, Dave said he's everything Mourinho wants in a player. I was like, I'm not sure that's true, because he's everything Mourinho wants except for the being really good at football bit, because that bit is slightly just.
Well, we all have strengths and weaknesses. I think.
Yeah.
Put your glasses on.
I'll give you that.
Sorry.
Give you that.
With Fellaini, you're getting his big strengths, and I think that's an important thing in this squad, to get strengths out of the best players. And obviously, Fellaini is one of the best players in the squad. Anthony Martial, Rashford, who are they? Marouane Fellaini got that assist against Anderlecht, didn't he? Everyone forgets that. Daly playing ball out the back, Marouane Fellaini knockdown. That is captain material.
But is getting assists key for a captain?
Fellaini, right? Once again, he's not going to play every week. Marouane Fellaini is the specialist, the brute who comes in. Mourinho brings him in for the big games to just kick the life out of people, headbutt Sergio Aguero, all that sort of good stuff. You know, so again, can't be captain because he's not going to play every week. But also, he just can't pass like at all, and it's just like really.
Oh, it's not his strength. It doesn't need to pass. Make that as simple as that.
I'm just gonna say it, man. If you're a midfielder and you can't pass, you should not be rewarded with anything. Like, especially like the captaincy of your club.
To be fair, I love Marouane Fellaini
because I think he's brilliant. My son loves him because he's got the same kind of hair, and he's fantastic. But you know. Actually, I really don't want to argue against Fellaini because I'd love it if he was captain. I think that'd be so funny. That'd be hilarious. But
and also, we do forget Marouane Fellaini's captain Manchester United in one game. That game we won. Scored a lot of goals.
100% record.
2 goals. I think we didn't even concede a single goal. Marouane Fellaini, captain, fantastic, 100% win rate.
Can I argue against it?
You may if you can.
He's not English. Wasn't born in Wivenshaw. When Brexit happens, we're going to have to sell him.
Because Brexit does mean Brexit. And we need a strong and stable captain.
English.
In our side.
English.
Strong and stable, my arse, like the other person who says that every single week. Right, Dave, is that all you got to say?
Fellaini for captain, Fellaini for president, Fellaini to be like world
Fellaini 2020.
I think he'd be perfect.
Right then, I have picked the card. It's down to Mo. I'm going to go Mo first.
Yeah. Let's go 6 of hearts.
8 of clubs.
It was the 8 of diamonds.
Yes! He's already said Fellaini.
Right, Steve. Who's your choice for captain?
Considering we've been unable to do any preparation for this whatsoever, I'm pretty much
weren't able to do preparation. You just
thinking on the fly.
Remember, you got to tick your own 3 boxes that you.
Yeah, I know. Narrows it down a little.
He's got to be born in Withenshaw.
He loves to fight.
Right, Marcus Rashford should be Manchester United captain for 3 main reasons, really. 1 is that he's English. 2 is that he was born in Wivenshaw, and 3 is that when Brexit happens, we don't need to sell him. So those are 3 massive pluses for Marcus Rashford, I think. Not only that, I mean, people think that he's a newcomer into the United team. He's got nearly 70 appearances under his belt, which means that he's 1/10 of the way to getting Bobby Charlton's record and Ryan Giggs' record. That's not a problem. That's a foregone conclusion, that. He's also going to score 349 goals, which means he's going to break Sir Bobby Charlton's record by 100 and be 99 ahead or 98 ahead of Wayne Rooney.
7.
Obviously. And he's also been at the club for 11 years already. So, he's a vet. We're talking about longest serving players. You got Jesse Lingard, but, you know, he tarnished his name by going on loan. So, you've got to look at Marcus Rashford. He's a one-club man. He's born in Wivenshaw, loves to fight, and like Manchester, is red.
You missed a bit of the song out, but
yeah,
we get it. We get it. Guys, can you really argue against Marcus Rashford?
I refuse on moral grounds to say anything against Marcus Rashford, so I have to abstain from this part of the debate.
Checkmate, bitch.
I think one thing it is the Jess Lingard thing. I think that because Jess Lingard's, you know, similar, been through the academy, a little bit older. Rashford is like his little brother.
Wasn't born in Wivenshaw, mate. Born in Warrington.
Now. Better to give it Lingard now and then Rashford at the end of next season when Lingard moves to Real Madrid.
You didn't pick Lingard, Dave. You picked Fellaini.
No, but I'm saying this could be a good.
I would say against Marcus Rashford, and I don't want to say anything bad about Marcus Rashford. I think he's amazing.
You're going to.
No, he's 19. You don't make a 19-year-old captain.
Yuri Tillmans is captain for Anderlecht. 19 years of age.
Atletico did it with Fernando Torres, and it nearly destroyed him. Really? So don't do it. It's a silly idea. He's very good. Play him every week. He'll be as good as Kylian Mbappe. Let him actually play up front. But don't make him captain.
Dave, you'd have made a terrible parent to the Xhaka family, just giving the older one the responsibility. No, you give the younger kid the house key, and he grows on to become a leader.
No.
Do you remember that image that they made when he became the official club said, "When I was 21, I got a house key when I was 10. But when he was 21, he got a house key. That means he should be captain.
Question is though, has
None of
Marcus
you use that
house
argument.
key yet? Has he got the house key yet? So he's
Marcus
played because if he hasn't, he can't be
house.
captain.
He bought his mum the house and he moved in
Bought
with
the
it.
house.
Yeah.
But has he got the
Well, he
key?
pissed at the Sun HQ, but he bought the house.
Bought that house, Dave.
Look it up. You got to look after your mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaven lies.
Marcus
at your
Rashford's the
mother's
captain.
feet.
Exactly, Adam McCullough. Exactly.
It does indeed. Mo,
Yeah.
pick a card, any card.
I think we've got to do it. We've got to do
Still
it.
get it wrong, mate.
I'll do it here. I'll do it here. Right, go on.
Go on then.
Just say 8.
8 of clubs.
Oh, 7 of
Ooh!
spades.
You are the
So,
closest, Mo.
You
You
was
should go
closest
first.
on that one, so you can go.
Antonio Valencia. That's the one. I'll tell you why. Right, his experience. Mourinho tends to give his armband to experienced players. He's been with United since 2009. So after Carrick, he's the second most longest serving player in the first team. In the first team, Stephen Howson. So, he's been with United a long time. He's been through the thick and the thin. He's he at first his shirt responsibility when he got the number 7 shirt kind of went into his shell, but now he looks like much more of a man of a statured player. He's pure Mourinho. He'll run through a brick wall for you. He's incredibly fit. He plays every game, well, almost every game. He's so fit that Mourinho is willingly come out and said, I've rested him. Like when Mourinho's come out and said, I've rested him, that says everything about how much trust he has in a player. Because Mourinho doesn't rest anybody unless he feels they deserve it. And Valencia gives everything to United. He's a right back. Right back's usually a good captain because it means he can be up and down the field. He doesn't talk too much, but he communicates with his eyes. A lot of that would be good.
He doesn't
and
smile.
plus, like you said, Ander Herrera, vice captain, he can do all the jabbering. Antonio Valencia, the stoic, strong, physical captain. But Vidic didn't talk much, did he? That was Rio that talked a lot. So you want a strong figure for captain. You want a powerful figure, physical, powerful, but also a good sort of aura about them. Antonio Valencia has all that. Nickname Tony V, fantastic stuff. Very, very nice man by all accounts. Lovely, lovely guy. Very courteous. Humble. What more do you want? Comes from poor beginnings. Working class hero sort of thing. Great on a treadmill. Crosser. There you go.
I've just got 3 points to refute your selection there, Mo.
Go on, then.
What are they?
He's not English.
He's recently learnt English. Took him
No, he's not.
10 years.
He still can't speak English. Wasn't born in Wimmershaw. And when Brexit happens, we're going to have to sell him.
No. See, no,
he's not
I
from...
disagree with you there.
I know.
He's been in the country since 2009. He could apply for residency.
No, I don't think you've read the manifesto of UKIP properly. He's gone, mate.
He will be a UK resident, mate.
They're going to knock on his door and he's going to go, excuse me, Antonio Valencia. He's going to go, "Ke?" And he'll be like, "Sling it! Get in the van!" That's what they're going to do. He's going to have to go.
Whenever you play Football Manager, Antonio Valencia always gets British citizenship. It's 100%.
There you go.
Change of Brexit, Article 52 and all that.
50.
Whatever. Was 52 a different thing? Was that about
At
the
the
weed?
risk of sounding a bit, Howson about this, a bit Brexit, the fact that his English isn't great is kind of a big problem if you're going to be the captain because
He speaks the language of football, Paul.
He does. That's true. That is true.
And the language of love.
But the sponsors don't want to hear the language of football, do they?
That's true.
I think one
They
big
want to hear the
thing,
language
though,
of Muley.
with him being so good this season is absolutely fantastic for United. But the best right back in the Premier League is probably Kyle Walker. It looks like he's going to be leaving Spurs. So if United did make a move for Kyle Walker, it may not make sense to make Antonio Valencia captain, and that's why Marouane Fellaini's got to get the gig.
Is it bad that I would rather Valencia?
No.
There's a point in. No one's picked
I don't
up
think
on
there's that
David
much
De Gea.
difference.
So why is that for starters? What was
Yeah, I was going to say that. No one said David De Gea. No one said captain, leader, legend, record appearance maker Wayne Rooney. No one has said Eric Bailly.
Carrick.
Oh, Bailey. No one said Carrick.
Bailey is too rash and doesn't talk enough. Carrick is just old and
Rojo.
no one really cares.
Pogba.
And De Gea and thinking, gone. Rojo won't play for another year, man. He's not, and even when he's back, he's not going to be at his best for another year after that because he's done his cruciates. So.
Oh, man. I was just loving Rojo as well.
Pogba, though. What about
Pogba.
Pogba's a shout?
I think
he genuinely loves
it's the
you.
It's the last thing Pogba needs. That's the key. It's kind of similar to Valencia, actually. Like, he, fell apart when we gave him the number 7 shirt. But for Pogba, like, the last thing he needs is more attention, more pressure.
That would not work.
Because he puts so much on himself anyway.
And there's 3 reasons why Pogba can't.
He was practically raised in Wythenshawe.
Yeah, didn't you see him with his Manc accent the other day on Instagram or whatever it was? Basically, guys, I'm going to go through the order from the beginning to the end again. So, Paul, was it Dave, Steve, and then Mo. I want you to just round up your arguments. I'll give you roughly 30 seconds, but just quick time doing. Paul, take it away.
Ander Herrera is a player. He's to the extent that I really couldn't think of a good second choice in the United squad. He's a leader. He's going to play every week. He's extremely popular with the fans. He'll do anything his manager asks him to do. So Mourinho won't feel threatened by him. He'll be an absolutely perfect captain.
David?
Well, I think there's only one man in the squad that would literally knock somebody out for Mourinho, and that is Marouane Fellaini. His record as Manchester United captain goes as follows: 100% win rate, 100% points gained, 100% clean sheets earned, and he averages 3 goals per game as captain. That's it.
He's got the stats. Go on, Steve.
I got 3 reasons why should be Manchester United captain. 1, he's English, of the biggest club in England. 2, he was born in Wythenshawe, which being a suburb of the greatest city in England. And 3, when Brexit happens, we don't need to sell him.
Anything else you want to add to your 3-point plan?
And he's also the longest serving player on my regulations. And he's been the greatest Rashford to ever play for United. So Marcus Rashford for captain. Why wouldn't you choose Rashford?
Mo?
He's a solid, dependable veteran, which Mourinho loves. He will absolutely not challenge Mourinho's authority in any way, which Mourinho loves. He's a right back, so he's going to start every week. So that's a dependable choice for a captain. He's played over 280. He's played 288 games for United, but he'll be closing on 300 appearances for United by the time next season starts, which is great. He's very experienced at the club. He knows the club, understands the club. He's been through thick and thin. He's seen Fergie, he's seen the highs of Fergie, he's seen the lows of Moyes. He understands failure. He's been through a bit of experience where he got a bit of leadership, a bit of pressure on him, and he failed before. So he's learned from that now. He'll be ready to deal with it now. He's a great sort of silent lead by example captain. He'll play when hurt, which Mourinho loves. He'll just run through brick walls, which Mourinho loves. He's a lovely fellow off the field, and on the field.
Can't order a Subway without a translator though.
Right, I have to make a decision. Yeah, and what I would say is, when I was thinking of Mo's Antonio Valencia, the thing that I was thinking of was, I don't think Antonio Valencia's performance would change given the armband. I also don't think, you'd expect some people give more when they get the armband. I think he would always play the same way. Also, the language barrier thing, I think, and also with the number 7 shirt, if he can't handle the number 7 shirt, can he handle the captain's armband? So Mo, I apologise. I couldn't give you the brown vote here. You are going to have to miss out. I do apologise. Sorry. Right. Then we come to Dave's argument, which was Marouane Fellaini. Now, Marouane Fellaini is a player that I think Jose Mourinho absolutely loves. I think he adores him. I think he does everything that Jose Mourinho wants. He's done everything that any manager has asked him to do. But I do not think he will be Manchester United captain, because he's not first choice. He's not first choice starting material for Manchester United. And I think when we make more signings, he will only drop further down the pecking order. So I think Marouane Fellaini, sorry Dave, your glasses are great. I love you, but I can't do that. Then we come to Marcus Rashford. Oh yes. Oh yes. Then we come to Marcus Rashford. I love Marcus Rashford, but we can't give him the captaincy. We already know what happens in England with the bright English talent. When they get on the rise, people in the media and all that try to knock them down. I can only imagine giving him the captaincy would make him become more of a target for those kind of people. So I think we should just allow Marcus Rashford to continue his development as he is, which leaves the man, the myth, the legend. And what swayed it for me was a personal opinion. of how great he smells. Now, now I am going to follow this up by the fact that I have never smelt Valencia. I have smelt Fellaini on the pitch that fine day at Crystal Palace. Yeah, he did smell great as well. And who was the other one? Marcus Rashford. I've smelt him too. It was just after a game against Leicester. Wasn't great. Sorry, Marcus. We know you watch this channel and everything. I do love you too, mate. But Ander Herrera's won it for me simply because Ander Herrera is the heartbeat at the Manchester United at the moment. He is everything in the middle of the park. He's like a proper old school midfielder. He could play in a 2, he could play in a 3, he'll go backwards, he'll go forwards, he'll defend, he'll attack. He'll do everything and cover every blade of grass. Not only that, he just loves us. He loves United. He loves me. He loves you.
He loves me. He loves me.
He loves us. Why? I don't know why. But he absolutely does. And Ander Herrera, you deserve the captaincy. And Paul, you have won this week's huge debate.
Yay! I won the debate by virtue of getting the right number first. Yay!
Guys, thank you for joining us today. Remember, you guys can get your nominations for captain in the comments below. Give your arguments as well. Remember, these guys today as well, they had to shit on each other's nominations. So they may have said some things that they don't necessarily mean, although he definitely meant everything. He means it. Brexit means Brexit. Right, guys, I've been Ivan Kohler. This has been Full Time Devils. Make sure you check out Squawker, Mo. Check out United Rankcast, Paul, Statman Daddy on his YouTube channel. And we've got our own shit as well. See you later.